George, you guys have seen Chris with an incentive in front of him. He gets $1 million if he makes All-Pro and you guys make the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
He's got $1 million on the line here. I guess what do you expect to see from him in this particular?
I don't think it changes anything that he does. He's going to play his heart out regardless of whether it's the preseason, the first game of the season, the AFC Championship. That's what he's always going to do. So I don't think it changes anything for him.
What do you think about his season?
He's had a phenomenal season. I mean, just like you said, first team All-Pro. He's got all the accolades. You know, he just opens so much stuff and he requires so much attention. You know, aside from the stuff he does on the field, you know, he's just a great teammate, great leader, just such a great presence to have around, and we love Chris.
With your season being much improved, just how much do you reflect on your season? Just have you hit some of your goals that you've set?
Yeah, no reflections done quite yet. You know, we still have a ways to go. You know, just for me, it's just trying to improve every single week.
What's the biggest challenge for Lamar?
I mean, he can do it all. You know, I think he's one of those MVP candidates this year. You know, so we have a ton of respect for him. He can make all the throws. Obviously, his running ability is off the charts. So we're gonna have our hands full. But it's a task that we've been preparing for all week, and I think we're gonna be ready for him.
How strong are the Ravens up front?
They have a really good O-line. They don't really have many holes on offense, if any. You know, they got a great running back, great quarterback, great O-line, great receivers, and that's why they're in the position they're in right now. You know, just like I said before, we're gonna have our hands full, but we'll be up for the task.
When you see a team that's as well-rounded as them, how do you nitpick just kind of where the holes are on the O-line?
I don't necessarily think you look for holes. You just think, you know, we're just going to execute and trust our coaching, you know, execute our responsibilities, and then let the best man win.
George, when you first got to Kansas City and the whole group was together, what stood out most to you, just culture-wise, the room? Like, what stood out most to you about the environment?
To me, just like as a team, you know, I got welcomed in, and it wasn't like, oh, you're a rookie, like, you know, like the whole hazing stuff that like you see in movies and that kind of stuff. Everybody's really cool and really welcoming, and you know, to have a guy like Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, that are, you know, larger than life, really, just treat you like you're a normal guy, say what's up to you, introduce themselves. I thought that was really cool, and that's really how everybody is. Super welcoming. It's a team atmosphere. It's really team first, team always type of deal, and it's awesome. I love it here.
George, how does potentially Derrick Nnadi again kind of add to the challenge for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Derrick's a huge player. He's a great player. You know, does a lot of stuff for us. So, you know, potentially not having him, you know, that could hurt us. But, you know, just like I said earlier in the year when we were missing some guys, it's always next man up.
George, you spent some time working with Tom this offseason. I believe it's your first time working with him.
Mm-hmm.
Up to this point, how beneficial has that and what Tom has been able to show you?
Tremendously. You know, Tom has been a great mentor, a great influence, a great friend. He's taught me a lot about the game. Has been able to take my game to the next level, if you will, and really just help me become the best version of myself on the field.
George, you guys are known for your adjustments during the game on defense. When it comes to your position coach, Joe Cullen, what makes him good at, you know, sort of identifying things for you guys to change up and get better at, and what's it like to go through that process, sort of game after game after game?
Sure. I think with Coach Cullen, I mean, first of all, he's just a tremendous human being. You know, he's a great coach. You know, he's a great leader of this D-line group of ours. You know, he holds everybody to a higher standard. And with him, he's had so much experience in the league. He's coached guys that have gone on to do great things, Hall of Famers, you know, you name it. So he's had a bunch of experience, and he's really good at pushing guys and keeping guys accountable. So he could really coach it all. He could do it all. You know, the run game, pass rush, all that kind of stuff. I'm just fortunate to have him as a coach, and we all love Coach Joe and Coach Terry.
George, one thing that a lot of people talk about with you is your resiliency, you know, as you're trying to get a sack. How much more important is that maybe this weekend, just considering Lamar is very good at evading the sack?
Yeah, you know, I think whenever you're pass rushing, your primary goal is going to be getting after the quarterback by any means necessary. So I think that's just kind of the same thing with this. You know, obviously you got to be disciplined in what you do, but it's always just keep rushing the passer.
Okay, thanks, George.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, George.